trouble, I knew that I was going to pay for it.
Come on.
I was going to have to pay. I couldn't just be bad that day and not pay. I have to pay. I have to. If I don't pay, then I don't know. It's probably going to be bad. Because when Christmas comes and you don't have any presents, your mom and dad don't know something. They don't know that something been going on. And they gonna tell you. And you ain't even gonna know. You gonna know what you done if you don't have any presents on Christmas Day. Your parents will go up to Santa Claus and he gonna tell them what you've been doing. And the way you've been is the goodest way you have to be. You have to be the good way to get presents, not the bad way. The bad way is the way where you get nothing for Christmas. I have been good, so I know I'm going to get presents, actually. And I have been getting in trouble a lot, for a lot of weeks or so. But I know that my brother and sister are my brother and sister, because if I wouldn't have had them, if my mama wouldn't have had them, then I would have been the only kid in my mom and dad's house. And I wouldn't like that. And when I heard the baby kicking through mama, I knew that I would probably have a brother. So when we went to the hospital to get him cut out, my daddy got him out and all sorts of stuff. But I knew when Jackson was born that my mama named him, because I knew I wasn't the boss, because I was just like 4 when he was born, I think so, or I don't know, probably 3 or something. But I really don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I have been having a lot of fun because I pray, and the way I've been good, you get something. You get something that you really want to do. Sometimes when you are good, you get something you really don't want to do, but you get something else, and you get to have more fun. I mean, it's not that hard to obey rules. It's so easy. There's no way you could not even know what your parents said. I mean, you have ears for a reason. If you wouldn't have ears, you wouldn't be able to hear what anybody was saying.
Come on, that's good.
And also, I have been having, but God is my father,
Yeah, come on.
my bestest father in the whole world, and he helps me be good, to stop doing what I'm not supposed to do. And I knew when I prayed and when he did it, I knew when he did it, I was very happy. When it was over with, I was very happy, because lots of stuff can happen that is very bad when you're bad. So you have to be good to get different things that are good. Things that are good, keep that up. Anything that's bad, don't do it. It's not the way church having been praying. I know that. Because when they pray, they get something. They get it, different things, and they get all sorts of stuff. But you have to obey his rules.
Come on.
The rules that he made, obey them. That's the only rule. And I'm going to tell y'all, the only people that can tell y'all to do right is your parents.
Come on.
That's the only people that can tell you what to do right.
Come on.
And when you do stuff right, your parents get proud of you. Because when you obey their rules and God's rules,
Come on.
they get even happier. It's not that hard, it's simple. It's not hard at all. Let's do something. And you can get what you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, just pray for it. And when you're good that day, you'll probably get it. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not hard at all.
Yeah.
But when you do stuff that is wrong, you probably don't get what you pray for. But when you're wrong, you should tell the truth
Yeah.
when your parents ask you what you did. Don't lie. That is something that the devil made. Do not do what the devil made. God is our only hope that we can get to help us be better. When we are better, we are actually like all people that know what to do. People that know what to do is the people who are going to heaven. And heaven is a place where there is no tears. No tears. Not a single drop will come out of your eyes in heaven.
Amen.
But in hell, you'll just burn for the rest of your life. You'll never die, but you'll just burn. That's all you'll do. But I know that my mom and daddy are very happy because of me. Because when I do stuff right, I probably might get something from my mother or my daddy. I might get something. But when you do stuff right, you get paid back. Because if you aren't paid when you do something good, that ain't right. It's something wrong. And then you're going to be telling your mama and daddy, you're going to be telling her, you said, there's something wrong, Mommy. And then your mama going to ask you, what did you do? You have to tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
That's the only day you get to tell the truth. I know that Lila and Jackson have been fighting a lot with me. And I know that I pester them a lot. And sometimes they pester me. Sometimes when I'm trying to do my homework, Jackson comes up to the table and tries to pester me. Sometimes when I'm on the floor playing more blocks, Lila kicks them all down. I don't know what's going on. But all I know is that I am lucky. I am lucky that I had a brother and sister. I mean, when they grow up, I want them to be a good father, just like I will. Because if I won't, then I'll go to hell then. And I don't want that to happen. I want to go up here. That's the only place you can go to be happy and do whatever you want. Even if you're a kid in heaven, you still do whatever you want. But you have to obey your parents. If you keep lying and doing all sorts of stuff like that, you don't get nothing on Christmas. Because Halloween is almost coming, and then Christmas, and when Christmas comes, you're going to get what you get. If you don't get nothing, gonna be something going on. You better take what you get. Whatever you get, that's what you get. If you get something and tomorrow night you ain't gonna have nothing. You ain't gonna get nothing you want. You ain't gonna get nothing you want if you don't be good. That's the only thing you can do to get something. When you obey his rules, you get something, because I have been obeying his rules, and last Christmas I got about 20 presents, let's say. But then the next Christmas, my mama told me that I wouldn't probably get more than 3 presents.
Shame on her.
And I choose my very best. I choose 3 presents. That's all I can get. I choose a toy bike, motorcycle with a person, and some loop-de-loops, and a volcano where he rides up and jumps in. And I wish for, I wanted to get something from God. God is the special I can get. He's the only Father that I have to make me do good. That's the only Father I have. And if I don't have a Father like him, I won't be going to hell.
Come on.
I wouldn't like that. I definitely would not. I would not like that at all. I like stuff what is good. That's what I like. When I lie a lot, I try to tell the truth the other day. I don't know what goes on in my brain then, but it just goes on and on. It's like a live circle. It's just like 2 choices. Your mom asks you and the line. It's like going all around in a big circle. But God, he is my Father that I need to need. I need him for special. And if I don't have him, then I wouldn't be doing anything right. Like my granddaddy back there with his heart messed up. I've been praying for him, and now I am happy that he has come back home. And I have my grandma back there with her back hurting, and I've been knowing that for a long time. So I've been praying for her, and I hope she feels better. I have my Mimi right here in the middle taking a video. And I know she takes me lots of places. And also sometimes when she picks me up from home on Friday, she takes me to the store to get a slushie. And I suck the slushie up before I get home at her house. I mean, it's like my brain contacts the icing. I mean, my brain told me to scoop all of that up before you get home. That is, I wish, sometimes when I go to McDonald's, my mom takes me, or anybody else that I know would take me, and my mom took me, and when I ate all my food, I got something. I got to play with my toy, and I got some ice cream. Swirly and cherry. That was very good. And I'm telling you, when I first took a bite of it, it hit the spot. It hit my energy box and made me so hyper. When it hit my energy box, it made me so hyper, like very hyper. I mean, like my hyper side was going up all the way up, and then my hyper was like floating. And it was like bouncing all around and stuff, and I said, I was like, crazy. I was like, but God, he is what I know the best person I've ever heard about. And when I hear about God a lot, I'm trying to get into it. Whatever I'm talking about, I try to get on in it so then people can know more about what I'm talking about.
That's good. That's good.
And when I talk about God, I get more into it.
Yeah.
Like more than what I'm talking about. Some other days I get more into God and stuff. But I'm trying to tell y'all to just, if I know some kids out there in the world are getting hyper and being bad and like doing lies and all sorts of stuff, I just pray for them right now that they need to calm down and stop doing what the devil tells you to do. The devil tries to get his hands on you. You can't let that happen, or you in some trouble. And I like stuff what I get from God. The stuff that I get from God is my stuff that I like. And I know that my Aunt Holly, she is my aunt, and I am very happy. Sometimes my mom goes shopping. She takes me to her house and lets me stay a little bit. And then when my mom comes back, she picks me up. And I say bye to my aunt. And she says bye to me. We wave at each other like crazy. And then probably a Friday, I would probably spend the night. And when I spend the night, I still pray though. You never stop praying when you go to bed.
That's good.
When you go to bed, make sure to pray every night when you go to bed. Make sure. Keep that locked up in your mind this morning. And when I woke up, I locked praying in my head. When I locked it up in my head, I just kept thinking about it when I was thinking. Sometimes when I think about what I'm doing and Mama tells me to do something else, I do it, and then I can't even hardly think about what I was thinking. That kind of screws me up there when I'm trying to do it. I mean, sometimes when I'm trying to play when I'm about to turn my game on, my mama says, "Come get your sister from off of the piano that my Mimi bought for my mama." And when I was born, I knew. My mama told me when I was born, we used to live in a trailer. And I know that my Mimi and Papa used to come by, and they used to bring Killer, the dog they had. And I used to love Killer. I used to pet him every single day when he came. I used to play with Killer. I used to do everything with him. But when he died, I got a little bit sad. And when I got sad, I started to feel a little better because I knew he was in heaven. Because Killer was good. And when Killer was good, I knew that he would go to heaven. And lots of times when I was a baby and I used to pet Killer, he used to lick me a lot. And I used to just laughing. I used to tell my mama that Killer licked me. I used to do all that stuff when I was a baby. But when I started to get older, me and my mama moved, and my daddy. But when we got to the new house, my mama got pregnant. So when I knew that she got pregnant, I said, "Mama, are you having another baby?" And she said, "Yep." And then I said, "I pray that baby comes out in one day." That's the one day I prayed it out. And I asked God that my mama's pain wouldn't hurt a lot. Like, very lot. And when she came out, I said, "Did your pain hurt a lot?" And she said, "No." So I knew that he did. He did what I asked. And he did the right thing because I was good. My daddy, well, he was one of us. He was like me. I have the same hair as him. I kind of look like him, but I'm just like shorter than him. And I wear different clothes, like different clothes. I don't have those little flip-flops that he wears. I don't have none of that stuff that he has. He wears some big old jeans. I wear some small jeans. I can't wear his big old jeans. I can't even hardly wear his hat. I can't even hardly wear his hat because his hat is so big. The flapper up here almost comes to my eyes. I can't even wear that. He has a Georgia Bulldog shirt. I can't even fit that on my body. It almost goes over my knee. I mean, God's dome is so big. But I know that God planted. I know that he used to plant. He does now. He still does. Because when it rains, he's planting. Because he's helping the farmers plant. Sometimes when it doesn't rain, the farmers have to get a sprayer to spray all the stuff to make them grow, some water. But sometimes when he makes it rain, the crops start to grow. They start to come alive, but they don't come really alive like us. But they just when they come alive, the cotton picker might have to come and pick cotton. And that is how we make shirts. I've been knowing that for a long time. I've been knowing like that for like 2 years or so. I've been knowing that the other year and this year and the other year. It's been lots of years that I've been knowing that. Like 160. That was I think. But when my mama told me that actually it was my Meemaw, she told me that, do you make those shirts, Meemaw? And she said no, because there's a little machine somewhere where a cotton picker is, and it gets the cotton and it mixes it up to a shirt. My Meemaw told me about that, and I said, well, I think I can lock that in my mind. So I locked that up when I was 4. When I was 4, I locked that up in my mind. So I still know. I mean, I keep locking stuff up in my mind. It's so great. But I know that God made my mind, my brain, and the people that were born before me, I know that they will become my parents. Just like my mom, right there. My aunt, my brother, my sister, my Meemaw, my granddad, my papa, my grandma, my Mimi. That's all my parents that I had. That is all the people I know, and Jasmine right over there. And that is all the people that I've known. Because God, he is the one that makes me better. When I am better, I know that he's done something. When he does stuff, I know that he's done something. I mean, when I'm walking around, say like I'm walking down the street and I hit my head on something like a hole or something, and it hurts bad when I go to bed. I pray for it, then the next day it doesn't hurt, like all that stuff. But I know that when stuff changes, that my parents would do it or God would do it. I don't know who else could do it. The only person I know that would move things and could do lots of stuff was my parents. That's what I do. And my daddy is very strong. I know that because he's my dad. And I have a little truck which weighs like a lot of pounds. I think it would probably be 1 to 2 pounds, or I don't know. but it would be a lot of pounds, and he can pick it up. It weighs a lot, and he can pick it up. He's been in the Marine Corps. He's been in it. He's been shooting a lot of people. I know that. So then, I don't know. I'm glad that he survived, because God told him that he wasn't going to die. Because now I know that God told him that. Now I know that he told my daddy that. Now I know that's why he survived. And when he survived the Marine Corps, when he survived it, I was very happy that he was my daddy, and I liked the way he was. That he used to get a lot of beatings in his house, I know, but I know I wasn't born when he was born. I know that when he was born, I was very happy that my daddy was born. But probably when he was like 20, but I know that God made him, because God was first before every single person on this earth. It took a long time to make all these people on earth, and he had only 2 hands to make every single person. That took like, I don't know, 1,000 years or so. I don't know how long it took, but it must have took a long time. The people that are bigger than people who have already died before people, I know that God has made them first. And when God made them, I know that he was one of them. And when my mama and daddy were very happy together, and also when they got married, I was in this church. I liked it in this church. I told my mama I probably would spend the night here because it was so good. I wanted to stay on with God. I don't play with him either. If you play with God, you going the wrong way, sonny. You going the real wrong way. You going the wrong way. You going to run around and scream in God's house. That's the very wrong thing to do. You don't want to run around screaming, ooh, like all sorts of stuff out in God's house. He gets mad at you, but he still loves you though, because he made everybody, and when he made everybody on this earth, the way they look, sometimes they don't like the way they look. Just like the color I was. I didn't like that a little bit, but I started to get better into it. I'm mixed with white, and I'm mixed with black as my name is. So when I was mixed into that, when I was born, when I grew up, I started to see my hand getting a little bit darker on this side, and my other side was getting lighter. So I knew my daddy made this side, and my mama made this side. That is what I knew. I knew all of that. Because my daddy is black, and my daddy is black, and my mama was white. My daddy made this part. Mama, this part. I knew that because my mama was white, and this part was brown, and my daddy was black, so I knew he probably changed his coloring from brown.
Stand up, give this man a roll of applause. My God, this preacher's going to preach all night. I had to stop him right here. That was Pitney doing an awesome job. Can we give the Lord and his family a round of applause?